Okay. So, welcome to this day 7 of AppDev 1 Project Bootcamp.
Good morning,
Uh,
sir.
Good morning. Yeah. So, what we did in the last 7 days was a very important yet very interesting boot camp which we did. We started off with understanding the project statement. Afterwards, we tried to code along. We in all these 7 days we have coded many things in the project. We started off with the Flask app, HTML file, and database using SQL ORM. We have completed one small little dummy app which can start off our project. Most of the student has done have done very good, and I can see 7 to 9 people have completed half of the project uh, already, and hope they will soon submit the project also. And we have covered many doubts. We have covered many uh, debugging. We have done many things in this small little time which we had. The main purpose of this bootcamp was to uh, let the students start off the project early, because this time there is a little uh, early submission also. So we have started off in a very good note. Few students didn't join. uh, there might be some personal reason, or they were not interested to do it. Anything can be the case, but whoever joined, I thank you all. And coming to this bootcamp means you are interested in doing the project, and that means you are a very happy to go student who will try to get S in this project, and hopefully all of you should get a 10 or 9 marks in this full project. So out of 10 only. Yeah. So this is it for all the things which we did in these 7 days. Uh, yeah, main purpose I have already told. Now I will take some doubts if you have. I have already covered few doubts, but let's move on and see if anybody has doubt. Uh, yeah, Bibiana, what kind of question can we expect? Yeah, so let me give you example. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I'm there.
let me give you example. I'll ask you few questions, and you have
Okay.
to you try to answer it. So, what is SQL ORM?
It is a relationship model for a SQL database that we have created.
Okay. Now tell me, uh, how many tables have you created in your database?
I have created nearly 5 tables in my database.
Okay. What is one-to-many relationship and many-to-many relationship in that?
Okay, one-to-many relationship where mm, a single column can have a multiple um, uh, relationship. I mean multiple contents. Like if I have a category, means a single category can have a multiple books. So like that, and many to one also. It is similar to like this only. Mm,
Okay. So hope you understood that what kind of question can be asked.
yeah, okay.
Okay.
So
Anybody?
explain the theory of about the
Yeah, most probably about your project, and then comes the part where they will ask few questions about your course also. Let's give example of those then. Let's say I'll ask you the questions. Okay, answer. uh, have you used API in your app?
yeah, not yet, but like I would have used the API when
Let's say you have not used. Okay.
okay.
Okay, answer me like that. Have you used API in your app?
No, I have not used API in the app.
Okay. Do you know about API?
Yes, sir.
What is API?
So API is just a programming interface. So it's it's an endpoint, but we are not rendering anything, but we are making a request to that endpoint and getting some response back from the server.
Okay. Give me one example uh, while
Like if
we
we
can
have,
use API.
if like in Gmail, right? Or if we are making a table and we are doing some filter or something on it. So, or we want to we want to render a view which is not there on the website right now on the page on the same URL. So we can trigger an API. So we can press a button or something which makes a request back to the URL we are at, and it can trigger a different view for us. So we are doing a search or something, or if we are, so we can actually have an API which does that. Now it can also be just a link, but in case of an API, what API enables a machine to also interface with the website instead of just the humans. So that can work like that. So if we are filtering something, we have like single page applications. It is all JavaScript and APIs. But
Okay.
JavaScript, I we have not studied yet.
So
We,
have you have said single page application. What is single page application?
you just have one page in which different views are opening up, basis whatever API requests are being made.
Uh, do you want to correct yourself or this is your last
So
point?
it is like single page application also, like we have only studied basic JavaScript, but in single page applications there's also a lot of JavaScript which dynamically changes the content. We have studied it in theory, but like the actual application we have not studied. So that is why I was only focusing on the changing views. So if I'm on the email page, I go to start emails, right? So that the page, I do not go to a different URL, but starts showing me the emails which is supposed to be in the start category. So that view is changing. But then single page applications also have a lot of JavaScript, which enables a lot of actions in real time on that page. So I can open that email, and then uh, there is a lot of I can probably delete that. I can view the source code and everything. So all that stuff is like the interactivity component is there also in single page applications. But I was giving a very
Okay.
basic.
So have your so do you have this app?
Hmm.
Is it a single page app or not?
It like I've tried to make it look like a single page app, but it is not a single page app because I am going to, so for every option I'm going to go to a different page, a different a URL, which is going to render different views, but they are going to be separate pages in themselves. So therefore, it is not a single page application.
Okay. So you talked about URLs and all. So what is localhost?
So localhost is it is a loop back URL. So it is like it just pretends to be a URL, but it is actually on the same machine.
Okay.
It
So
is a URL, but it is a loop back address. So it
so
loops back to
hope
this.
you have understood what kind of question can be asked from the course.
Yes, sir. Lot of theory about the same thing which we have implemented. And then
And
if we mention something complicated, we better mention that we only know little bit
yes,
about it because we have not
correct,
studied too much in the course.
correct. This is the point I was making right now. That don't go there what you don't know. If you know only the name, don't say it. Otherwise, you'll be questioned about it.
Yes.
Okay, so hope I have answered what can come to the Viva 2 maybe. Yeah, and also one thing is interesting and very good to see that you guys are looking for level 2 Viva from now on only, because you have that idea that you will pass level 1 with ease, and I guess this confidence is very much needed when you are doing a project. Any questions other than that? Do you have guy of love? You can ask anything.
So just to summarize, like in the Viva one, we'll have very specific questions related to our app, like basically checking that we have covered the requirements or not, right? And then Viva 2 is going to be theory on what we have used, right?
Not only theory, there can be one or two coding question also that you have to change your code, one or two only, not more. One question that I was asked was to change the CSS, the color.
Okay,
So I changed it.
that is good. They are asking simple things.
Yeah, the app dev one is for the beginner, so you can assume that they'll not ask much of coding, but at least know that what you have done. Yeah,
No, what?
Carlton has given one answer for this local host.
Yes, sir. Very good answer.
So, what questions you have asked in Vivas to people that you've taken Vivas for changing code?
You ask these things in the recorded system and
Okay,
expect me to answer it. So
okay. I just okay.
Sir, I have a question.
yeah, yeah, please.
Sir, in a SQL database, if you have to do two operation in two different table at the simultaneously, how will we execute it?
In the SQL database, two different operation in the
Yeah,
single.
in a sing like two different tables at the simultaneously. Like for example, once you are issued a book, you have to revoke the request right. So it will be means like
Uh,
add plus delete, right?
no, so it happens one by one only, right? Whatever code you will write, it will happen one by one only. If it doesn't happen one by one and uh, happens in a single second or single millisecond, it will break down your database itself.
Yeah, it's showing like integrity error. That's why I am asking how it will be execute.
Mm,
Okay, so what are you doing exactly? So we have to see the code and then we can answer.
No, we have to commit two times or
that thing you'll probably have to discuss in the
okay, fine.
Yeah, breakout room we can
breakout room
see that.
because you cannot share
We
your
can
code,
fix.
right?
Yeah, yeah. No, generally asking, man.
Yeah, so we have to see the code. What is the code written? So
Okay,
without that,
Like
but we can
if you are
do
trying to
right.
do access control, right, you have to try to do make the model as simple as possible. Like at least at the beginning, that is what sir is advising us, right? Make things as
yes,
simple as possible, and then try to go into the details. You know?
correct.
So
Uh, so the thing is, yeah, yeah, you said about commit. You first have to commit one thing and then go for that is you can try.
Okay,
Otherwise, if it doesn't work, then we have to see. See,
yeah,
if I see the code, then I can tell you the formally what we can do.
yeah, fine, fine, fine. Just asking. Yeah.
But yeah, so commit thing is yeah correct. So you have to commit it first and then go to the second round of coding to do on the database. You can try if it works and that is cool. If it doesn't work, then we'll see.
Okay.
Any other question you guys have? This is the last time we are meeting, and if you have any question, please ask.
sir, LinkedIn पे connect कर लो.
This boot camp I'm talking about. So in this boot camp, this is last time we are meeting.
Sir, like I don't know, me other people have questions because we have mostly covered a lot of the core functionalities, which
Yes.
at least we have some idea on how to work towards them. Like we still have to do a lot of work, but
Yeah,
I think
you have.
has
Yeah,
really
yes, but
helped because
I
that
guess.
laziness is there, na? That how to start.
Yeah, I also know that after this boot camp, you guys will become little lazy. I know that also, but yeah, I'm pushing you guys because if what happens with me is if somebody gives me a deadline, okay, uh, I work my hearts out. I work 200% that yeah, I will do it in this thing, in this date only. So if you get it, if you set by yourself, or I set that time. So you guys can do it. Otherwise, you will just see that yeah, 20 is the thing, and yeah, we'll do it next month. It
He's
can
just
happen.
28 तो इस फरवरी तो नहीं करना पर ट्राई करना है कि 28 जनवरी को से पहले कर लो बट या इट इज डिफिकल्ट इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट बट वी विल ट्राई
Yeah. So yeah, Carlton, correct. Yes, you have covered, and we have covered, so that you get S. I hope everybody gets a S here. This is like, or you have just raised your hand, Sudeep.
Yes, I have a question.
Yeah. Okay.
So, if we have multiple Python files, do we have to separate the file other than app.py in other folders, or is it fine to keep them?
Multiple Python file means what are you using in
Uh,
those Python files?
model.py I have, and I
Yeah.
have other Python file to generate the admin user
Yeah.
and library.
So see, if you have uh, let's say more than two Python file, you have to import the data to the file whichever you will be using. So whenever you start your app, you if you are using those things, you have to import the data there so that it
Yes,
is
yes,
connected.
yes.
Sometimes you will get a circular error if you import two of the things in both the files. Okay,
Okay,
then your app won't work. If you import, just like let's take an example of API. If you are using API in your app.py and app data in your API.py file, so that will make a circular error and your file won't work.
okay,
Import can happen only in one file from the other. Don't import in both the files. That will make the
like
app
infinite
work.
loop na so
okay,
that's why
Yes,
circular so
okay. But
you
I
can
think
use
the
multiple files.
folder structure suggested they separated Python files in folder, so that's why I'm asking. For the submit end submission, is it fine the
Yeah,
way we have
we
been
did the
doing?
same thing, right? Or
if your functions are not very large you can have them in one file like it, that's what I would suggest like but
yeah,
otherwise
right now, while you create your app, you can do everything in your one file and one model file.
hmm.
Afterwards, if your app is working, then try to go to other files.
Like you can give the structure later, but just liberally
Yes,
comment
correct.
like I like at least I try to comment my code a lot, and मतलब और किसी की help हो ना हो at least like it may or may not help anyone else, but आपको when you are referring back to it, it helps you a lot.
So we had tried to follow the same structure which they provided in the doc. You can, if it is not there, please tell me. Have we covered something different? We have tried to follow the same thing.
Yes, in the structure they have like like we have created the template folder. They have also created other folders, and they have other Python files inside that folder. So in
Okay,
the
wait.
main
So
project folder,
can
I
you just
think they
share
only have
the doc,
app.py.
maybe? Share the doc link. Let's see what they have suggested.
Okay, I'll see.
The structure which I told you guys is, uh, I guess, what I use. So that worked that time. So I don't know if it is working. Okay, so there is, what is this? So many Python files.
Yeah, they have a lot of Python files. That's why I asked.
I guess these are not the Python files. They should have did something else. This is at the one.
It's just an example, I think, just
Yeah,
to.
yeah. So yeah. So the thing is, let's see this. Okay. So first, you have code folder that contains everything your about your Python code, full code. Then you have a folder one. So folder one, you can assume it as a static file. Okay. Folder two, you can assume that as a template file. Then you have two py files Inside the folder 1 and folder 2, there can be other extensions also other than py thing. Okay, you can see the numbering also. File 1, file 2, which we did is, let's say, app.py and model.py. Okay, and templates and statics are the two folders which is given there. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Or also one more thing, if you just want to add project report uh, inside that code folder itself, it is also okay. I guess there is no problem in it. Try to validate it in your portal maybe.
Okay.
So yeah, one more thing. Okay, when I talked about, do you guys have the portal open? Somebody is using those portal, Viber portal. Uh,
Sir, which
is it
portal?
working? The Viber portal which you showed the last day.
Okay, sir, I'll have to check. I did not really log into that portal.
Yeah. Anybody else? Is it working for you? Can you just show
No,
us?
sir. It says forbidden. Go back.
Okay.
You
I
tested
read
it,
on the
right?
discourse that for January term, it will be updated on 25 January.
Okay, okay. So then we still have 2 days.
So
Yeah.
anybody else who had done this project previously?
Yeah, it's showing on my dashboard, but it's showing for the previous music
Yeah,
app.
yeah. Okay, yeah. That is okay. You can just open your previous term dashboard. We just want to see that validate thing. What is the button look like? Is it okay for you to show us? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Can you just briefly tell us what you did or how you validate your code? You are saying something?
Yeah, I didn't really do it.
Okay,
Um,
okay, okay. Let me tell you then. Okay, open it. Yeah. So this is what your Viber portal looks like. You have two buttons. One is submit your project, that is zip file. But before that, you have to do validity check. Okay, you click on that thing. You submit your form. Submit your form means you submit your zip folder and some links, that is, I guess, project report and something like that you have to.
Can you check
we
the
have to.
plagiarism before submitting?
No, no, it doesn't check the plagiarism, it just check the file
Yes,
structure
sir.
only.
In that plagiarism thing, I'm just wondering because a lot of bootstrap code we have used. So will
No,
the
no, no,
standard
don't
code be?
worry about it. It will be looked after, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, that code is skipped. The common code that's common in almost all the
Yeah, yeah.
products is
it it
usually
it
skipped.
checks for the bootstrap thing, you don't have to worry about
And we also have to share the link for the presentation
it. Yes,
on
correct.
the Google Drive.
There are
Yeah.
two links. There is one report, what I suggested in the starting of this thing, uh, the report and video link. Both of them you have to provide in any of the two component. They give you a form, you have to provide it there. First validate check and then submit your app. There's also one thing, check it everything beforehand. There's only one time submission, so you have to check everything. And
The
whatever.
validity check can only be done, I think, two
No,
or
no.
three.
Yeah, validity is okay, but I'm talking about the submit. Submit can happen only one time. Validity, you can check one or two times. It's okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, then you will see the progress.
Validity
When
check,
you
what is it checking? It is just checking the
folder structure and Python file. It is checking for full folder structure, how you have given, and it is, if it is wrong, you will get a mail that says failed, or if it is a success, it will send the success mail and show you all the structure, all the things what your zip file has. Okay.
And after it
So
is submitted, we have to set the date for the Viva as well, I think.
Yeah, after that you will get the form. First round is cleared, product submission, then you will get this booking slot will open once you pass
Yeah,
the
this
plagiarism
one.
check. Here you will get a button. You can book a slot, whatever slot they give, and then you book, and then result will be shown in 1 to 3 minutes. So you can see that. Okay.
Sir, I have a question with regards to variable names. Do we have to make all our variable names unique?
No, that I did. You can stop sharing. Ayush. Yeah. So that thing I did. If you want, you can try. It's up to you.
But
Try
we
to
can,
make it
but
unique, maybe.
okay. But we can use regular sounding variable names, right? We don't have to.
Yeah. Uh, we cannot say anything, right? It can happen that somebody else is also using the same thing, but you can try to make it unique. If it
Okay.
is not,
It's like a coin toss, right? We do
yeah,
not know. Like even if we make the entire project, like we are making our entire project, we are like very honest. We are making everything from scratch. Right? Is somebody still may have something in common, right?
correct.
Because there are a lot of people submitting. So and
Yes.
we are
So
all using the English language. You are not typing in Russian.
yeah,
Okay.
you
Okay.
can try uh, to uniquely. Only one thing you can try is try to add comments, uh, which can be unique, because you type the comment by yourself, and you can type your comment anywhere, any number of line you can comment. So that is unique. Only that is unique. Other than that, there is high chance that with the 800 people, somebody will get the same variable name or function name as you. So there's
Our comments are considered in the plagiarism check.
uh, it covers, it is a single letters thing. Yeah, it will. Let's say if you comment one line,
Hmm.
your one space will go down. So if you have 800 line code, it will become 801 line code.
Okay, okay, yeah, true.
It changes.
I thought I thought comments were not included in a plagiarism check.
No, so you check, you have to create a hash code out of it, right? It changes. You
Oh,
Okay,
have
okay.
to check
hash
everything.
code. Okay, they are using a checksum, and then they are probably trying to. Uh,
Yeah, they are using checksum every now and then. After each round of checking, they
okay.
create and match if
So
this is
checksums
matching or
are
not.
even if you put a comma, if you
Yes,
have one extra space, the checksum changes.
correct.
Right.
So they are checking it every after every round of checking. So that's why sometimes it takes too much time to book a slot.
That like project is more difficult than the theory courses, matlab.
Yeah, it is. That's why you are getting uh, some extra marks, right? It is a component now, same as course.
And we're getting extra days.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So I guess we have covered the thing which we wanted, and also answered the question. Anybody else still has question, or we'll go to the breakout room? In the breakout room, I will ask you guys about how much you did, how much working you did. I asked you. I have told you to write some questions, right? You have to fill that thing up. Okay.
Mhm.
If you have done, then yes. If you have not done, then no. And tell me what you have done. If you have partially done, that also you have to write and show me that in the screen. Okay. You get, I guess, 10 to 15 minutes. Try to write it down. Whatever you have done, see your app, and I'll see the talk in the breakout.
Sir,
Yeah.
I have one last question.
Yeah.
In PPT, in recommended section, I have a doubt. They
Yeah.
have mentioned about validations.
Yeah. Validations.
Yeah, so they have mentioned all input form like text, the suitable messages, right? These are only for login pages, right? Oh,
Uh, it can be done anywhere. It's up to you. I have used in the I guess update section page yesterday, or the fifth day I had showed you guys, right, about the update thing, where I was removing the name, but it still asked me for that. Please fill it. I have required it, that field. So it asked me for
No,
writing.
that is like front end, right? They are asking back end.
Yeah, yeah, that is front end only. Input field. What do you understand by input field?
I thought that inputs field like a back end result they will check and give the message.
And
Actually, it's
it can happen. We can use Flash. We have used Flash, right? We can use Flash also.
yeah.
And the thing which this is asking for validation is all form input. So that means it is talking about HTML.
Okay.
You have text, number, dates in HTML only, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, I thought like in text itself we'll take means if the text is here already present, we cannot add it, right?
Mm,
Like that
means
I thought. For example, book name is there means book name is
yes.
already present means we cannot update the book name again, right?
Who is this user who is trying to update? If it is librarian, they can press a button and then they can update.
No, no,
If it
no.
is
Same like unique ID should be there, right, for book.
no, no, there is no criteria of that. If you want, you can give the unique thing. If you don't want, there can be two books of the same name. It's up to you.
Okay, same, everything same we can have.
Yeah, yeah. It's up to
Oh,
you. If you don't want, then you can type unique in the database. It is not written anywhere that you have to use unique.
okay, so I thought like that we have to back and we have to validate whether it's unique, it's present in the database or not. Like that I
No,
thought.
no. It's up to your logic. They have just suggested that you can use backend validation and front end validation.
Okay,
Uh, if you don't want to use, that's fine. We are
okay,
not checking about too much of these
okay,
things.
okay. And for second one backend validation, I used like while deleting a
Yeah, check.
like,
No, no. So backend validation can be when you're storing. You just see that
it's
the
present.
name is in correct manner. Just like I told you about the string thing, right?
Okay,
Sorry, search thing,
yeah,
where you check if there is a space or not. That is backend validation.
okay.
If the
Oh,
data is coming right or not, you have to check it and then show the result.
okay. We have to just use a strip commands
Yeah,
whenever.
strip or yeah, whatever you can use. It's up to your coding skills, how
Definitely.
much you.
Yeah, no, just asking. Okay, I thought
Yeah.
like it's related to like while we are deleting, we
No,
have
no,
to
no.
check,
This
right?
is validating, right? You are checking first, then yeah, this is the correct thing came to me, and then giving the result. Just like we do in the normal days, right? If
Okay,
I tell you, I ask you that is the time correct to meet you at 12, you will first check and validate this. Yeah, I am free or not. Then only you will respond this, yes, yes, I can meet you, right? This is validating.
okay,
Without understanding the everything, you can't give a result. That is backend validation. You first check if there is the correct thing it has come to me, and then you will give the result to it.
okay, fine.
That's all. Yeah. Okay, I'll create the breakout room. You now
Sir,
have, I
one
guess.
thing in the question 4, we should add one more thing. Like, is there a
Okay.
login page? But also, is the login working?
Are okay, add it is in everything, every question. If I have said that it is there, that means it is working. It should be working in every question. Each of the question I have asked like that. So it is there means it is working for you. If it is there only and it is not working, that means there is nothing there. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. I'll just create the breakout room. Yeah, very nice. I have created 14 breakout rooms, and one, two, three, four. Four people just left. Very good. This is end of this bootcamp 7-day series of AppDev1 project. Uh, this will be the last recording you will see, and hope everybody who sees this recording will do well. If you are up till this point of this recording, uh, you must have uh, done something in the project. All the best. Bye.